Hey, first grade friends. Today is Thursday, September 10th, 2020. And if you are watching this, that means you missed our morning meeting, and that is a-okay because you were here with us now and you are watching the replay. All right, so let's get started. Our word of the day is as. A-S says as. And so this was our morning work page for today. Now we did complete the front and the back together as a class, right? Our science activity today was a pop art apple. And now the reason we did pop art is because I noticed that not everybody is able to log on with Mrs. Gillum for our art class every week. And I want to make sure that you're still getting that art because it's so important to be creative and to use your colors and just make designs. So we're going to do a pop art activity. And so inside your packet that you picked up yesterday, you should have an apple that looks like this. Now when I started, it was all white, just like yours is. And I looked at the bottom and I saw these different patterns. And now the directions say to fill in all of the areas broken up by black lines with the patterns below and then color. So if you notice, I did straight lines and I did a pattern. I did circles and I did a pattern. I did squiggles and a pattern and flowers. Up here I did a zigzag pattern. First graders, I want you to spend some time making your pop art apple. When you're finished, there's an activity on Seesaw where you can take a picture of your apple and submit it to me so I can see. First graders, the reason I want you to really spend time on this is because I want you to, one, have time to be creative. Two, I want you to show me how you color in the lines. And three, I want you to show me that you can make a pattern. So this activity has a lot of different components to it, and so it's really important that you take your time and you try your best. All right, so this is the pop art apple. All right, first graders, if you are not in my classroom for reading and math, you can log off and you can go do your pop art apple. If you are in my room all day, stay on. All right, we're gonna read The Little Red House one more time. All right, it says, once there was a little boy who was tired of playing with his toys and his games. He asked his mother what he might do. His mother had a wonderful idea and said, I know about a little red house with no doors and no windows and a star inside. I think you can find it. The little boy was excited and asked his mother which way he should go. His mother told him to go down the lane and over the hill. She told him to come back as soon as he found the little red house with no doors and no windows and a star inside and tell her where he had found it. The little boy had not walked far when he came to a little girl in the sunshine. Do you know where I can find a little red house with no doors and no windows and a star inside? Asked the little boy. The little girl laughed and said, No, I don't know, but you should ask my father. He's a farmer and he might know. So the little boy went to find the farmer. He found the farmer standing by a red barn. A red barn. Do you know where I can find a little red house with no doors and no windows and a star inside? Asked the boy. The farmer said, I have lived here a long time and I've never seen one. I think you should ask Granny, who lives at the bottom of the hill. She makes wonderful taffy and warm red mittens. She might help you. So the boy walked down the hill until he saw Granny, and Granny was sitting in her garden. Granny, said the boy, do you know where I can find a little red house with no doors and no windows and a star inside? Granny was picking flowers when she heard the boy's question and she laughed. I would like to find that house myself, she said. I think you should ask the wind. The wind goes everywhere and I'm sure it can help you. So the little boy waved goodbye to Granny and walked back up the hill. He was beginning to think his mother had made a mistake. But soon the boy felt the wind blowing. Wind, do you know where I shall find a little red house with no doors and no windows and a star inside? The wind said, whew. Come with me. So the boy ran with the wind into an apple orchard. The wind blew the top of the tree and shook a large red apple to the ground. The boy picked up the apple and ran home to his mother. Mother, I found it. It's red and has no doors and windows, but where is the star? His mother took the apple and carefully sliced it in half. Oh, now I see the star, said the boy. Do you? The inside of our apple. First graders, I want you to complete your story events page. Over here it asks you a question. It says, how did the little boy in the story feel at the beginning? What did his mom tell him to do? Who did the farmer tell him to talk to? Who finally led the boy to the answers to his mother's question? And what was the answer to what the boy was looking for? First graders, you're going to cut out these pieces from the bottom and you are going to glue them next to the correct question. Okay. You are also going to complete Simple Solutions Grammar Lesson 6. We did this together in class. And Simple Solutions Lesson 6 in math. Now the math one you are going to post so I can see it because we did not do it in class. Okay. Finally, your math journal today. It was kind of fun to do this math journal. It's different than the ones we've done before. It is about graphing. Ooh, can you say the word graphing? Graphing. Good. So your job is to look at this picture. It's got journals, pencils, and scissors. Now your job is to count up how many scissors and color in the boxes for each pair of scissors you see. You're gonna do the same for scissors, pencils, and journals. And then you're gonna ask these 3 questions, answer these 3 questions. This is which one has the greatest, which one has the fewest, and then tell 2 things about the graph. Now we did that last question together. We said, well, they're all school tools, right? Scissors, pencils, and journals we all use at school. And then we counted up how many tools there were in all. So here we count up scissors, pencils, and journals, but then at the bottom we said, hey, there were 22 tools in all, because those are 2 different things that we learned from our picture. All right, friends, I hope that you have time to get your homework done today. I can't wait to see the things you post on Seesaw. I'm really looking forward to your pop art apples. Those are turning out really, really awesome. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to send me a message or call the school. Today is our first day of small groups, so if you are unable to make our small groups today, I really hope you can make it tomorrow. Bye, friends. Happy learning.